Someone is planning to hurt you terribly. Open it now. My beloved child, do not skip this line and do not scroll past it. Someone is planning to hurt you terribly, and the air around you has begun to whisper with a secret that refuses to be quiet. Listen with every part of your being, because what follows is a shield formed from truth and steady steps. A slow, deliberate darkness has been moving in the corners where you used to feel safe. Small signs appeared first, like a misplaced key or a locked door left open when you know you closed it, each one a soft announcement that someone is watching and thinking in rehearsed steps. This is not drama or fear for fear's sake. This is an urgent call to steady your feet and strengthen your hands. You will feel the shift in ordinary moments, in the way your phone vibrates at nothing and then suddenly fills with noise. A presence has decided upon you, and that presence is making plans while you live in daylight and routine. Breathe into this awareness and let it sharpen your senses, not break your spirit. You are not alone in this, even when the silence pretends otherwise. There are forces and instincts inside you that have kept watch long before you named them, and tonight they will speak with the calm of one who has seen what is coming. Hold that inner witness like a lamp and let it guide the next steps you take. Do not show alarm in public, for quiet confidence moves like armor and unsettles those who rely on panic to succeed. Carry yourself with careful calm, walk like the person who is not surprised by difficulty because you already knew such things could come and prepared for them. A steady face is a map that confuses the ones who plot in shadow. Begin with the small practicals that feel like prayer when done with intention. Check locks, lights, and routes twice and then again, because repetition builds a rhythm that interrupts someone else's plan. Make your comings and goings sing a little of certainty, and let your home be an uninviting place for hidden designs. Trust your close circle, but trust your discernment more. There will be people who mean well and people who mean something different, and sometimes they wear the same mask. Look for patterns more than single moments, and when patterns tip toward unease, honor that weight. Shift what is predictable, even in the smallest ways, because predictability is a road map for those who plan harm. Change your routine and keep the change modest so life remains good but unreadable. A small detour in habit can become a fortress of safety. Keep your phone and devices guarded and updated like a silent guard at your threshold. Passwords and two-step verifications are not hassles, they are quiet, powerful boundaries that say your life is not open to casual trespass. Treat digital doors as seriously as physical ones, because today threats move through both. Illuminate your space in ways that matter to you, and let light be a companion. A well-lit home is a home that announces it is awake, and noise and light together reduce the boldness of those who come with harm in mind. Small lamps, timers on lights, the sound of soft music at unexpected hours, these are gentle deterrents that create an atmosphere of a live presence. Be deliberate with who you tell, and keep certain things private like the plans of a fortress. Only tell the ones whose steadiness you have tested and whose loyalty is not new or convenient. Loose words travel fast, and plans can be born from overheard sentences. If you have pets, let them be your first small alarm and your comfort. Animals sense weather and movement and mood in ways that call the body to attention, and their vigilance often saves moments you cannot see. Honor their signals and move when they whisper of unease. Reconnect with a neighbor or two and weave a gentle web of lookout and kindness. Neighbors who notice the ebb and flow of your day and who know how you move through the street become allies without ceremony. A community that looks out is a subtle but powerful deterrent to anyone who works alone in planning harm. Document odd things with clear detail and calm. Keep a small notebook or a secure note on your phone that logs dates, times, names, and small peculiarities. These lines will become a record that refuses to be dismissed. A well-kept log is a voice that stands steady when memory alone wavers under pressure. If you must travel, vary your paths and invite unpredictability into your route. Take a different road, leave at a different hour. Make stops that mark your movement as alive and not rehearsed. Movement that refuses pattern becomes harder to trap. Guard your front door like it is the mouth of your story. A solid lock, a thoughtful peephole, a light that comes on when motion is near, these are phrases of protection that say you are watched by the wise. When doors feel strong, your confidence follows. Listen to the moments your body tightens without saying why, because the body remembers things the mind has not yet named. A sudden hollow in the stomach, a tightening in the chest, an inexplicable fatigue, these are messengers that ask for attention and care. Respond to them with kindness and with action. If a voice or message unsettles you, do not answer in haste. Let it wait, let it pass into the record, and then respond with safety measures in place. Rushed replies are doors that open wide for those who do not have good intentions. Keep emergency numbers handy and set your phone for quick access. Have a trusted contact whose name and number you can reach in a heartbeat and let them know you may use them without drama. There is dignity in arranging support before it is needed. Trust the instincts that tell you to move away rather than confront. Confrontation is rare armor for those who seek safety, and stepping back into strength is often the wisest claim to power. Removing yourself from danger is not cowardice, it is a careful strategy for surviving and thriving. Strengthen your home with small but meaningful alterations. A simple chain, a door reinforcement, a window sensor, a camera that you control. These physical measures are not exaggerations, they are reasonable responses to the reality of threat. When your environment supports you, your mind rests and your presence becomes clearer. Cultivate a circle of practical allies who are prepared to act, not to speculate. Find a friend who will sit quietly with you while you make decisions, a neighbor who will keep watch without gossip, a professional who understands boundaries and law. Action that is calm and competent trumps panic every time. Practice a short safety script and rehearse it once or twice until it sounds like muscle memory. Know the exact phrase you will say to a neighbor, the precise text you will send to your emergency contact, the clear steps you will take to move to safety. Prepared words are steadier than improvisation in urgent moments. If there is an obvious threat, document it and then share that documentation with someone who can act. Photos, recordings, clear notes, these form a trail that cannot be easily erased by those who rely on secrecy. Do not depend solely on your memory when evidence will help secure your future. Consider a discreet security camera that records to a secure location you control. A camera is not a drama, it is a watchful eye that speaks truth when others deny. Place it thoughtfully where it will both capture motion and not make your home feel like a fortress to your daily life. When you feel fear, name it softly and then anchor yourself with action. Fear without action shrinks the world, but fear answered with measures stretches your agency back into its proper shape. Move from feeling to a sequence of steps and let the steps carry you. Sleep is a right and a weapon when preserved. Rest well and make your sleep space a sanctuary of rhythm and routine because steady rest sharpens your perception and heals what stress abrades. When your body is restored, your mind sees patterns that stress blurs. If someone close behaves differently around your vulnerabilities, note it and treat it as data rather than a drama. Shifts in behavior are information, and information asks for curiosity and caution rather than immediate accusation. Gather, observe, and let your response be proportionate and clear. If you have access to legal help, speak to someone who knows what to do with odd situations and persistent unease. A lawyer or a community advocate can advise on protective steps that are both immediate and long-term. Law is a tool you should place within reach before moments demand it. Be intentional about what you post and who sees it because oversharing is fuel to someone with an agenda. Keep personal plans private. Avoid announcing travel or vulnerable details aloud in public places, and treat social platforms with the same discretion you would an unlocked door. Privacy is not paranoia, it is prudence. Build a small emergency kit that fits into a bag and can be taken in a heartbeat. This kit could include a charged power bank, a copy of important documents, a spare key in a secure place, a little cash, and a note with crucial numbers. A prepared bag reduces the franticness of escape and adds calm to decisive moments. In moments when doubt weighs heavy, bring yourself back to breath and to movement. 5 slow breaths followed by walking around your space resets the nervous system and creates clarity in the face of confusion. Presence in the body is often the first line of sensible action. Lean into trusted rituals that steady you, whatever those rituals are. A short set of affirmations, the lighting of a candle in a safe place, a prayer, or a quiet poem, rituals turn chaotic energy into focused intention. Ritual transforms fear into an ordered posture of readiness. If you work from home or spend long hours in one place, invite a friend or colleague to check in with a quick message at set times. Regular check-ins create a pattern that others can notice when it breaks, and a broken pattern can be the signal that things need attention. This gentle network becomes a living alarm. Observe the people who move closest to you with a fresh but fair attention. Not everyone who is near intends harm, but proximity can sometimes hide plans, and thoughtful observation separates affection from convenience. Let curiosity guide you, not accusation. When the world feels heavy, practice saying short declarations of safety out loud. I am taking steps, I am seen, I will not be alone in this. These phrases are small acts that rally your spirit and align your actions. Words spoken calmly become a steady drum that shapes the rhythm of courage. If voices in your ear urge you to ignore the signs because it is easier, resist them gently and choose preparation instead. Ease is tempting in the face of work, but safety is a work that pays dividends in peace. Choose the long-view steadiness that honors your life. If someone approaches you with apologies too frequent or favors that bind you, remember that indebtedness can be used as a lever. Graciousness does not require dependence, and kindness does not demand surrender. Keep your boundaries soft but clear, and practice saying no with calmness when necessary. Create a small list of places you can go quickly that feel safe, and keep them within reach of habit. A friend's house, a well-lit cafe, a public center, knowing where to move reduces the time between fear and safety. Habits of movement make escape a practiced art rather than a frantic scramble. If sounds in the night disturb you, do not dismiss them as simple things until you have checked and confirmed. Curiosity with caution is a wise posture. Verify, then respond. The margin between neglect and preparedness is often a small check. Teach yourself a few simple self-defense moves if you feel able and willing, or enroll in a class that builds confidence through movement. Self-defense is not an invitation to confrontation, it is a method of owning your space and body in a world that can be careless. Confidence in movement reduces fear and increases options. Protect what you love by talking through contingency plans with them. A partner, a friend, a parent, let them know how you prefer to be supported should the need arise. Shared plans create shared strength. If an interaction makes you suspicious, step back and treat it as a test, not as a final truth. Tests reveal character, and watching quietly often gives you the clearest information. Observe without drama until the pattern becomes clear. Remember that anger can be a useful tool if it turns into action and not chaos. When anger sharpens your focus toward practical measures, it becomes fuel for change rather than a fire that consumes you. Channel your energy into protection and preparation. Keep small comforts that soothe you within reach because calmness is a strong defense. A favorite blanket, a playlist that steadies, a tea that breathes warmth, these things anchor you in normalcy when fear storms the horizon. Comfort restores your capacity to act wisely. If you feel overwhelmed, call a hotline or a professional who can listen and guide you through decisions without judgment. There is no shame in needing counsel when plans of harm press close. Experts exist for the precise purpose of turning fear into strategy. Seek help early and let guidance steady your steps. When you have taken steps, name them and let them be quiet victories. Crossing off a checklist item is a small triumph that repeals the noise of helplessness. Celebrate preparation and let it ripple into your confidence. Hold to the truth that preparedness is a form of love you give to yourself and to those who care for you. You are worth the careful steps, the small alarms, and the steady measures that build a life where menace grows thin. Claim that care as your right and your duty. As you move through these days, remember to breathe in the simple things that remind you the world is still beautiful. A good cup of tea, a laughing friend, the sound of rain, these are stitches that mend the fabric fear tugs at. Life is not only about avoidance, it is about reclaiming joy in spite of threat. Turn attention to the practical persons who can stand with you, a lawyer, a neighbor, a friend with a car, a trusted colleague. Create a short list and keep it where your hand can reach it quickly, because choice is made easier when options are known. Preparedness multiplies your freedom. If the moment comes when you must tell authorities, do so clearly and calmly, and then continue to make measures for your safety. Reports are steps in a longer path toward security and must be followed by personal actions that secure your immediate environment. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is choice informed by action. Lean into the small rituals of steadying the heart at the end of the day. Light a candle safely, read a few lines that bring you peace, or sit in silence and let the world slow around you. These moments renew your capacity to meet the morning with clear purpose. When you feel the world weigh heavy, remind yourself of the truth that planning does not mean living in fear. A life of care is a life of wisdom and of love for the self you are sworn to protect. Preparedness is gentle sovereignty. Keep your trusted people updated in small ways so that watchfulness becomes a community habit and not an emergency measure. A culture of quiet care around you changes the math of threat by making loneliness harder to use. Communities who look out for one another are the oldest and strongest shields. If ever you must leave quickly, do so with your head high and your steps practiced. Confidence in motion confers safety, and practiced departures become less chaotic and more sure. Train the small ritual of leaving so it comes easy when urgency calls. Finally, remember that you are not defined by the threat against you but by the choices you make in response. Every small step you take reclaims power and stitches safety into your life like careful craftsmanship. Walk forward with steady breath and the soft knowledge that you are doing what is needed. If this message landed like a lamp in a dark room, keep that light close. Act on what feels right for your safety and let the ordinary parts of your life continue to bloom, guarded and bright. Stay steady, move wisely, and let your life be a testament to careful courage. Before I close, a simple thing. If this message helped steady you in any way, subscribe for more calm, practical guidance that keeps rising with you. You will find more steps, more steady advice, and more quiet strength that honors your life and your safety. Stay safe, stay seen, and keep your light moving forward with courage. My beloved child, lean closer, because the story does not stop where the fear began. The hidden plans against you are not just whispers, they are careful movements being drawn like shadows around your life. And yet, in the middle of this silent plotting, your strength is rising, preparing to break every chain meant to hold you down. The unseen hand that tries to shape your downfall has underestimated the fire within you. You were never fragile, though they thought you were easy to bend. Every wound you carried has turned into armor, every scar into a shield no one can penetrate. When people move against you, they forget one eternal truth. What is meant for harm always turns into a stage for your elevation. You are walking into a chapter where everything planned against you becomes fuel for your growth. This is not just survival, this is transformation in motion. Do not let your eyes close to the subtle warnings life has been giving you. The dreams that felt too vivid, the sudden heaviness in your chest, the way time seemed to slow when you entered certain places, these were not random feelings. They were signals preparing you for the exact revelation you are hearing now. Hold on, because the story is about to shift in your favor. Every whisper meant to crush you will become a trumpet that declares your resilience. Every secret step taken against you will collapse under the weight of your unshakable destiny. Even as the darkness tries to move closer, light is forming around you like a shield. That light is not only protection, it is direction. It tells you where to walk, who to trust, and when to turn away. This moment is not meant to paralyze you, it is meant to awaken you. The person who plotted in silence thought they were invisible. But every action leaves an imprint, and their imprint is already being revealed. They cannot hide forever, and you will see their names surface when you least expect it. Do not waste your energy on fear, for fear drains while focus empowers. Stay steady, stay watchful, and let every day be lived with intention. Those who try to hurt you will not find confusion in your steps, they will see clarity shining in your eyes. Your power is not in retaliation but in readiness. You are not called to strike back, you are called to stand unshaken. That posture alone will shake their confidence more than any confrontation. Remember this, every storm that rises against you must eventually burn itself out. You are not the storm, you are the mountain that remains after the storm has passed. Mountains are never moved by the wind, they shape the wind itself. As you walk forward, you will feel unusual coincidences aligning in your path. The right person calling at the right time, a stranger speaking words that sound like a hidden message, a sudden delay that saves you from trouble, these are not accidents. They are divine confirmations that you are being guarded. Your story is too important to be stolen. The enemies who tried to write their ending for you will watch as you write your own chapter of victory. And their greatest punishment will not be your fall but your rise beyond their reach. Take these words and let them steady your heart like a compass. You are not wandering, you are being guided step by step. Nothing plotted against you can outlast the guidance that walks with you. The shift you are waiting for is not far away, it is unfolding even now. Stay present, stay awake, and let your awareness be your armor. Every secret attempt will soon be dragged into the light where it loses its power. Your life is too valuable, your destiny too unstoppable, for harm to define your future. Let courage fill your chest and faith steady your steps. What was meant to break you will become the very thing that builds you higher. And as this truth settles in your spirit, remember one final call. Stay until the end of every message, because each word carries strength designed for you. Do not turn away early, for the final line often carries the breakthrough your heart has been waiting for. If this message has awakened something inside you, then let it guide you deeper into light and strength. Your path is guarded, your spirit is rising, and your story is not finished yet. Subscribe now, and keep walking with the guidance that refuses to let you fall.